Going back to April of 2025, I was on my way to Southeastern New York to an event called NEAF, the Northeastern Expo for Astronomy, pretty much. And as I was waiting in line to get in, I got a pamphlet about a new product that was coming out from ZWO in the Seestar series. And finally, fast forwarding all the way to February of 2026, what I have here in my hand, yes, the brand new Seestar S30 Pro. We're gonna go ahead and check it out. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Hunter from Outten Astrophotography, and yes, finally, what almost seems like, well, it pretty much has been a year since the announcement of the S30 Pro. We finally have it in our hands here, and I am so excited to check this out. Now, there's no surprise that the Seestar is one of the biggest, videos as far as, comments and views wise here on my channel. So no surprise that we're going to continue on and check out the brand new version of the S30. And this is going to be a series of videos for this playlist because we're basically going to be doing kind of like a first look and an unboxing of the brand new S30 Pro. Big shout out to Agena Astro for basically getting this pretty quickly to me. The pre-orders went live during the first start of December, and now we are in the early portions of February towards the end of that pre-sale series. This one was here and shipped within 2 days, and now it's at my door. So for this video here, we are going to be kind of doing like an unboxing and a first look impression of the Seestar. Because, well, for one thing, I've been really good about not watching any other person's review. So I wanted to have something as genuine as possible going in blind for anything of the results from the S30 Pro in itself, because I wanted to check it out for myself. And I kept my word on that. So this is going to be literally the first time I'm going to be opening this. So here is the box in itself. As you can see, it is still sealed, and we're going to go ahead and break the seal on this and open it up to see what we got. Right out of the box here, there it is. The Seestar S30 series telescope, and this is the Pro model. So we'll go ahead and tip this out of here right now. There we go, and stick this off to the side. And hopefully here on the box itself, it doesn't say Pro, so I'm hoping it is the actual Pro version. And I just did not get a S30 regular one like I already have, since I have both the S30 first edition and the S50. But I've always found myself, going back and forth between the two, and I use the S30 more than anything. So, okay, here we go. We are opening it up for the first time. We are met with a little bit of some instructions, some foam, and we got some really cool stickers. Yeah, really cool stickers that I probably won't be able to use. And looks like we have the actual case itself, which this one looks a little bit bigger than the older one. So it definitely looks like it's not the regular S30 like I had before. So that is some good news. So opening up in here, and there we have it. We have the S30 here, and make sure, yep, it does say Pro on it. So I did not, get duped out of this, but yeah, pretty much everything with this is the same. Like as far as the outside exterior wise, it looks and breathes just like the regular S30. It's just we have some upgraded hardware inside of the scope itself. Of course, it seems light as ever and, super sleek, the typical white fashion. Like I mentioned, it really is pretty much the same scope, but we have upgraded hardware like a much better camera. We have the IMX585, which I am no stranger to that sensor at all because that's what I use in my main imaging rig in my observatory is the monochrome version of it. So having this with the 585 and that wonderful sensor, this should have some really, really nice views going forward. And the fact that we have an upgraded sensor for the wide angle lens, which was a missed opportunity, I thought, with the original S30, because we had that wide angle lens, but we couldn't do any, you know, astrophotography with that. You could do video and take some pictures, but really the quality wasn't that good. Now we have an upgraded one and we could do Milky Way photography, capture meteors, track, you know, planes up in the sky or rocket launches, which is probably something I'm going to be doing with this as well, and star trails. So I'm really excited. That was the one main thing I was ready for the brand new S30 Pro, was to be able to do Milky Way photography because, well, I don't really have anything to do that. I have a Nikon D5200 DSLR that is about 15 years old, and you know, the quality of that is just not that good. So being able to have this, something that's portable where I can go to a much darker site, especially here on the eastern shore at Astrophotography Island, which has a Bortle 2 area down on the southern portions of the island. I really want to take this during the summer months. So that's what's coming in with that. We also have the tripod, very similar to what we had before. So no surprise out of that. Here we also have what looks like the USB cable. Looks like it's a little bit shorter than the other one was, if I'm not mistaken. If I open it up here, should be a right angle one. Oh no, it is the same length. So we do have that USB-C cable here. We have a silica gel pack, don't eat that. And we have a shoulder strap that you can use for, you know, your case. Now we're going to open up the zipper portion here, and we're going to be able to find, oh, this is actually not a zipper portion. We have the instructional guide here, some warranty information. But one thing I wanted to check out was the solar filter, because I'm hearing it is a bit different this time around, because before it was a magnet that stuck to the front of it. But what it looks like this time, we have what looks like to be a magnet as well, but we actually cover up the wide angle lens this time around. The original S30 does not do that. So that's going to be interesting. I'm hoping it's a little bit easier to be able to find the sun, because having that wide angle lens be able to center it, because sometimes it really does not like to find the sun when you're doing some solar observations. And right now, as of this video, there's a extremely large sunspot group. So I'm hoping here in the next couple of days before it rotates out of the way that we'll be able to actually test out the solar filter for this. It looks like it's that black polymer. You get that typical orange solar filter look to this. And I do make some beta films for, you know, the S30s that definitely increases the contrast. I kind of wish they switched to that, or to a glass filter when it comes to, you know, for solar photography. The black polymer is basically the same thing of like the solar eclipse glasses, but it's just not as good. You don't get like the nice detail like you would with some of the beta solar films. So that is pretty much with that there. It probably is magnetic. It looks like it has that there. And yeah, that's pretty much all inside of the case here. So yeah, I can't wait to actually get ready to try this. This is going to be a quick video to show you what's exactly inside of here. And we're going to be going through a few more tests, like some lunar, solar, deep sky, Milky Way photography, because I do have another project that I do want to do with the wide angle lens before the winter season ends. I just kind of have to figure out how I can kind of modify the wide angle lens to, I'm not exactly sure if we can use some of the light pollution filters that are built in to the Seestar with the wide angle lens. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look more into it. So please keep notifications turned on, leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, as we're going to be continuing to dive deeper into the S30. And as always, clear skies, and I'll see you very soon in the next video of the series. Cheers.